Hi, I want to talk to you a little bit today about first and how we use skills within the platform to control the personalized learning content that's delivered to each and every user. So I'm going to start us off with a little quick demonstration. I'm actually in the administration side of the platform, which is specifically for your L&D managers or owners in order to control the skills that are available in their organization for each employee to choose and select. So here you can see we've got various skills that are already assigned to my organization, but there's a vast array of skills that you can choose within the platform, and it's up to you as an L&D manager or as an owner of your organization to control what skills ultimately your employees can select from. We categorize these as various skills, but we can have a look at business and finance, potentially as a sector, for instance, and you could start to look at, financial services, and we're going to then narrow that down so the skills are a little bit more relevant to the sectors that you're in. And you can obviously search for a skill as well directly by name if you know that. And any of the skills that you see in here, you can assign to your organization. They then become selectable by your users to say, okay, I'm working towards that, or I've achieved that skill. And then content can come in that matches that skill from either our content providers, people like Pink, or can actually from tacit knowledge sharing within your organization from your colleagues for any content that they upload on the platform as well can be tagged with the same skills that you specify here. So I'll just tag, I'll add collaboration in as a skill, for instance, into my platform, and I'll just head us back over to the Discover page where this is where you're presented from a user's perspective with the very first entry page that you see, where you're given your latest learning recommendations based upon the things you do in the platform and the skills that you're looking to achieve. So your latest recommendations is a mix of everything. This should be the core items, and we talk about personalization in another of the videos as well, so I won't go into that too much here. But you can start to see there's carousels that are because we're working towards team building, because I'm working towards team leadership, and enhance my knowledge in learning platforms. So what you're seeing is here is team leadership is a skill that I've stated that I'm working towards personally, and I'm going to get really specific learning content that helps me achieve that skill of team leadership. And in regarding learning platforms, I'm noted as already achieved that skill. So I'm still going to see content regarding learning platforms, but it'll be a little bit broader focused in terms of trying to enhance my knowledge to areas that are connected to learning platforms. So the carousels you see here, they do vary and change depending on each login, but they're all taken from the skills that you as a user have decided and designed that you'd like to actually work towards. So I'll have a look at the My Learning page and we'll see where these skills are for me. So down on My Learning page, I can see my skills. I have learning management systems achieved, leadership achieved, etc. Team leadership I'm working towards. And you can see the number of skills that I've got in this list and what status I'm up to within them skills. But I can also press See All, and this is where I can choose from any of the skills that we talked about before, where the L&D manager has specified that these are available for the organization. I can then have a look at them and I can select them. So again, we'll use the example of collaboration. I can search that down and say, okay, I'd like to work towards the collaboration skill. And then by saving that then over time from that perspective, you're going to start to see content specifically for collaboration to enhance my knowledge within collaboration itself. So we take a look at one of the existing skills that we have in our org already. So leadership. And let's say I'm a user who then decides I'd like to learn some content around leadership today. That's my primary focus that I want to do today. You don't have to go from the Discover page in terms of what that recommends to you, albeit it's quite a nice way of consuming content. You might want to say, let's have a look at leadership in general, so I can click on that skill. And I'm going to be presented with that skill page. And from that page, I can see people in my organization who've achieved that skill, people who are working towards that skill within the org, and also any related skills to it. But most importantly, we have the content for the skill again. So again, this is any content that's come from our learning content providers, people like Pink, but also from any content that's been created by your colleagues within the organization. That's been tagged with leadership skill as well. And finally on this, because skills is so important within the platform and it is encouraging that method of learning, you can then search any of the content within the platform as well. So if I'm actually searching for leader, for instance, in here, I'm going to get a whole bunch of leader content, but I can then look to filter that down as well. And I say, well, actually, I want leader content, which is related to sales, for instance, and it will show me actually I've got 8 results on this and show me the content that's more specific to my search term within the skill I'm wanting as well. So skills are hopefully shown here as to kind of showing you the breadth and depth that we have in the platform from the skills management side, but also how important it is within the whole platform to ensure the learning content that is surfaced to the users is the most accurate and relevant for each independent user. Thank you very much.